All right, everybody, and welcome back to the mistakes you are probably making in Black Ops Cold War series. Now, this is basically like an educational session where I basically take a look at the mistakes that you are making in game and to give you guys advice on what you can do better to avoid those mistakes in the future. So make sure you get your pen and paper ready because we're about to get in depth here. For those of you who are waiting for me to continue the series, I'm going to be honest with you. The reason why I stopped it is because I looked at the analytics for the past few videos and the series kind of died off, and it kind of showed me that maybe there's less interest regarding this series. So that's why I stopped uploading it. You know, as a content creator, if you don't do YouTube yourself, you have to look at it from a business perspective. Like, hey, I'm not really getting the engagement, views, or whatever on this series. I think we should axe it. Now, with that said, I have been getting a lot of inquiries about, hey, Turbo, when are you going to continue the series? And then I figured, you know what? Let's try this again. So if you guys do really, truly enjoy the series, just do me a favor, leave a like on the video. It also does motivate me to want to continue the series. It costs absolutely nothing. No, it doesn't get me more money or anything like that. It just shows me that this is the kind of content that you want to continue to see. And the more engagement that the video has, it shows me, based on the analytics, that, hey, okay, this is something that's popular. I should keep doing this. So, yeah, make sure to leave a like on the video and I will continue this series. Anyways, now that we got all that out of the way, the reason why we're on my Twitter page is because this is how you're able to send me your gameplays. So if you go to my Twitter, twitter.com/TheRealTurboMan, you should see it here, Chris. That's my real name if you guys didn't know. And this is my profile. And on my pinned tweet, you will find that this tweet right here, if you wanted me to review your Cold War gameplay, blah, 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 reply to your tweet with your YouTube links here. So as you can see, a lot of people have left their gameplays here, and I have a lot of catching up to do, and I'm totally lost. I don't know where I last left off, but you know, please forgive me if I skip your gameplay. Just, you know, hit me again with your link and I will review it in the future. But today, you know, I'm just gonna go through some random ones and pick a random gameplay, and we're just gonna go and continue on the series from there. All right, okay, hold on, something's not right here. Before we get into this, I gotta make sure my eyes are okay for this gameplay review session. So I'm going to put on my Gamer Advantage blue light blocking glasses. That way I'm a lot more comfortable while I'm watching these videos. Use code TURBO at checkout. Link down below in the description. Let's go, baby. Let's see. Oh, by the way, don't send me Modern Warfare videos. I'm pretty much done with that series. I'm only covering Cold War. But however, I do appreciate you submitting your gameplay. Okay, this looks interesting. This is my first game using your new AK-74U class. Let me know my mistakes and how I can improve. Shout out to the Lone Legal. I appreciate you guys, you know, using my class setups and all. So let's go ahead and check out his gameplay. First game using Turboman's AK-74U 5 attachment class setup. I got the top kills with only 2 deaths from a gun. I'm about to find out if the Groove Suppressor keeps my gun silent and keeps me off the map when I shoot because my gun still sounds loud with it on. If not, I'm gonna have to find a new class setup or gun because I gotta run a stealth class setup as a solo player to stay off the minimap as much as possible. This is very relatable. Let me answer your question right off the bat. The Groove Suppressor does keep your gun off the minimap while you're firing your weapon. If it says 100% muzzle flash concealment, then that means that it is 100% keeping you off of the minimap. Now, if it has something like 85 or 90%, it will still show on the minimap, but it will show up very quickly. The opponent has to literally be staring at the minimap while you're firing your weapon in order to find your location. If they're not looking in that split second while you're using your weapon, then they're not going to find you. So, but 100% muzzle flash concealment, you will be kept hidden at all times, and the Groove Suppressor does keep you off the minimap. I have tested this out in a private match, so that is verified for you. All right, so let's just get into this gameplay here. Now, keep in mind, please keep your gameplay with no commentary, no background music. Otherwise, I most likely won't review it. And the reason why is because obviously I don't want to get copyrighted as well for the music you're using. And also it's going to be distracting for me to, you know, do a solid review without being interrupted or, you know, distracted by your commentary. All right, not saying that this person is doing it, just saying it for reference for those out there who are curious about how to submit your gameplays. All right, so actually I can kind of hear him using his controller, which is fine. As long as he's not saying anything, then that's fine. All right, so he already got 2 kills off the rip. So he backs off very smartly, if that's even a word, off of that gunfight because obviously he didn't get the kill. He was already getting shot, so now he's repositioning himself to get a better, cleaner shot. And that's something that you guys need to do. Keep in mind, this series is all about just improving overall, whether you're a viewer or the person submitting the gameplay. Just because the person I'm reviewing is actually doing good doesn't mean that it's not worthy of review. You know, the things that I can point out that he's doing good are things that you guys can still learn from. Now, I'm also taking a look at his minimap. There's a guy to his left. Teammate does take him out. Now, one thing I did want to point out with the fact that he did back off of that gunfight, that's what it takes to be passive-aggressive. That's what it means. You know, you don't have to always chase after a kill, because if you do that, the results could be detrimental and you'll probably die if you're not confident in getting that kill. So you don't have to always go for every single kill. So I also do notice, okay, yeah, he is talking a little bit, but that's fine. It's not too much. I also do like the fact that, you know, he's picking and choosing his gunfights wisely. See, he's allowing the opponents to make the first move, and then he's going to adjust his playstyle and let them come to him. And that's exactly what you need to do as a solo player. Now, it looks like he is also being a team player by marking guns on the floor for his teammates. Alright, so his teammate just died. He's going to pre-aim around this corner. There is somebody there, and that gives him the advantage. Just simple reading of the minimap can go a long way. A lot of people, I see so many comments saying like, yo, why is this guy constantly looking up to his left? Is he looking at a second monitor? He must be cheating. No, it's just what smart Call of Duty players do. The minimap is in the game for a reason. You have to utilize it to your advantage in order to make an educated decision on what you should do next. It's just simple as that. So I like what he's doing here. He's holding an area down. As a solo player, and myself, I've primarily been a solo player for most of my quote-unquote gaming career. Holding down areas is the most effective way to be successful as a solo player, because you don't have to rely on your teammates. All you have to look at is the minimap, where your teammates are in relation to you, and then make those adjustments based on the information that you have, and the opponents will come to you. So, for example, earlier in the gameplay, his teammate did die, and that was an instant cue for him to know, okay, I need to be alert. There's someone here. For example, his teammate just died right in front of him right there. That's why he's more alert. Teammate died again. So he's going to wait. He's going to wait. I love that, man. He's marking waypoints for his teammates so he knows, so his teammates are on the same page. I love that, dude. We all need a player like this in our game, you know. That would be nice if a lot more random players were marking so that you can, you know, win more games. So there's someone here pinging on the minimap in this area. That's why he's paying attention to this direction. Alright, so his teammates are going in there. Teammate just died. So now he's kind of waiting for the opponent to make the move here. He's going to go ahead and try to get the job done himself. Now, what happened here... Yeah, what happened here was that... See, look, take a look. Sorry if I keep rambling on here, but yeah, I'm also kind of getting distracted by his... All right, maybe I'm going to lower this a little bit so I don't get distracted. Now, what he was trying to do was he was trying to pinpoint to his teammates where exactly the opponent was, obviously, right? His teammate died right there as well. And that shows that whoever was in here is, you know, anticipating the movement of... from the enemy's perspective of him coming into the area from their spawn. So that's why he's kind of just waiting over there. So what the opponent did was, if you take a look at the minimap, he went around to this other side. Now, I'm not sure if the opponent had a UAV or anything like that, or if this particular player is wearing the ghost perk, but the opponent came around the back for the flank. So in this situation, if I was him, I would definitely try to be more aware of areas where I could get shot from. You know, if the opponent's not showing up here for a certain amount of time, I like to give it about a 2 or 3 second rule where I kind of just wait. If nothing's happening, then I'll probably push. Now, the problem with waiting too long is that you're giving the opponent a chance to pretty much attack you from a different direction. So you want to be able to, you know, have the control of the situation instead of the opponent having control of the situation, if that makes sense. So you gave the opponent too much time to, you know, find a way to get you. So you're running full streaks here. You should definitely, you know, utilize one of them. Maybe put down your sentry gun in a certain area of the map. Okay, here he is. He's going. That's a good job. He was able to, you know, utilize his score streak. Now, putting the sentry down on one lane in the map, you have to think of these maps as 3 lanes. Put a sentry in one of those lanes. That way you can focus on the other 2 lanes that are not inhabited by opponents, if that makes sense. You have more ground covered basically since you're a solo player. Actually, using a sentry gun is smart, in my opinion. All right, so one thing that I feel like this particular player could improve on is just being just slightly more aggressive. I feel like he's a little too timid, I guess is the word, you know. But that's okay, you know, if you're just starting out in Call of Duty and you want to minimize the amount of deaths that you have, that is understandable. But that's why we are reviewing his gameplay. He could play a little bit more aggressive. Now, that is actually a really good spot to put the sentry gun that allows him to focus on other areas of the map. That's exactly what I was talking about before. Now, I'm not sure I agree with that placement of his proximity... field mic. That's the name I was looking for. The field mic. I'm not sure I agree with that because 100% opponents are not going to be, you know, coming into that immediate area because it's just located in a part of a map where a lot of your teammates are, and you want to put it in areas of the map like high enemy traffic areas. So maybe somewhere in their spawn, you know, in the kitchen area would be more ideal. So okay, so this part is actually not that bad. You know, putting your field mic in this area is not that bad either. So, because this is an area where opponents are likely to be pushing you anyway. Now, actually, you know, I take that back. In hindsight, I still feel like, you know, the field mic in the original area that he put it in is actually still not a bad idea because then that area is being watched and he can tell whether an opponent is in that area that's about to flank him. So... not too bad, not too bad. I guess it's situational, you know what I'm saying? All right, now, if you want to develop your game and be a little bit more confident instead of having to sit back and, like, wait for opponents to come at you, what you can do in this situation, let me give you an example here. So let's pause this really quickly. If you take a look at your minimap, which I know he does, but you can utilize your teammates' position on the minimap to help you make an educated decision on where to push. Now, what I mean by that is all his teammates are here in this area. So that's got to mean that the opponents are probably directly in front of them or within this lane. So if you push on the outskirts of the map and come around for the flank, you're more likely to come across 1v1 situations. So that's a better chance than, you know, hanging out with your teammates and having a less of a chance to win a gunfight. So, you know, of course, you want to increase your chances of winning. So I really also like the fact that he's taking out these UAVs with his Sigma. He's definitely a good team player. Even as a solo player, dude, that is a gift that we all need on our team. So he's watching the middle lane right now. He's got a teammate on the right side watching that area. There's a lot of activity going on here. You got to turn around. Somebody was pinging here. So he's watching this door. Got a sentry gun watching this area right here. So that allows him to focus on that area right there. Now there's somebody coming in for a flank. So he's going to turn around immediately, take him out. That was good awareness. Now there is another enemy. He's going to be here in the garage. Pre-aim this door. You should be able to get the easy kill. Oh, there's lots of enemies coming in here. All right. I would definitely back off this situation. You might get flanked. Someone is coming for him. So many opponents there. So you got to approach the situation. You got to be patient here. I know there's so many dots. You got to let them come one by one. Like I said, you want to minimize the chances of you dying. There you go. There's one right there. This should be a super easy kill. I would kill him. Go back into this room. Good awareness. I would get up on high ground, honestly. I would get inside this room. I would get inside this room that's on top of this ledge here. That way you can hear for footsteps and distinguish where they're coming in from, especially with that field mic that you have. This is the area that I was talking about. Good job. All right, good placement of the sentry gun. And that's just unfortunate right there. Unfortunately, he died to a proximity mine. I love this guy, man, and his reaction. So he did a pretty good job. A 7.33 KD ratio, 22 kills, 3 deaths. He basically carried his team. Now, like I said, just because this is a good gameplay doesn't mean that there is not room for improvement. Well, there certainly is. I feel like he could be a little bit more aggressive. I do see the potential in this player because he has the fundamentals down. He has the basic map awareness. He has basic awareness of when to use his equipment and where to place it, and also where to put his sentry gun so that he can focus on other areas of the map. I really, really like this guy's gameplay. Now, if he wants to develop his game, in order to, move out of his comfort zone and stop, staying in one area. Because I used to play like that. You can go back to my, Call of Duty Ghost videos back in the day, maybe like 8 years ago, and look at the playstyle that I played. Don't get me wrong. It's a pretty solid playstyle. But if you want to be, quote unquote, more cracked, or you want to have more confidence in your gunfights, then you definitely need to start flanking, take routes that your teammates are not in and start challenging opponents in a smarter way. So basically what I want you to do is do exactly what you're doing here in this gameplay. Do exactly what you're doing here in this gameplay, but do it throughout the map. Get a couple kills. If nothing's happening anymore, move around the map. Rotate around the map, or on the outskirts of the map, by the way, and hold down areas little by little as you move around the map according to how the spawns are playing in your favor in the game. So I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but also if you're watching this video, leave some comments down below as a viewer and let me know things that I have missed in case there are things that this person can improve on to help his game further so he doesn't make these same mistakes again. So that's all I have for today. I will bring this series back if we hit a certain like goal. Let's go for something crazy. I don't know, maybe like 500 likes. If this video gets 500 likes, I will gladly continue this series. Like I said, I'm only focused on making content that is doing well for the channel, because if it's not doing well, then that means that this is the content that, quite frankly, not a majority of my subscribers want to watch. So if you want me to continue this series, you guys have to show the engagement, and I will continue bringing these videos. So yeah, guys, if you are brand new to the channel and you do want to improve your game, always check out my other videos. I do have other tip videos on this series, as well as class setups that will help you on your way to having a much more optimized class setup and gameplay. So yeah, guys, I appreciate your time for watching my videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's go, baby. Yo, if you guys are always on your computer all day, or you like to game for long sessions, definitely check out 𝗪𝗓𝗠𝗔𝗠𝗪 for these blue light blocking glasses. Quite literally the best blue light glasses that you can ever find on the market. Make sure to check out 𝗪𝗓𝗠𝗔𝗠𝗪 and just learn more about it, man. There's so many benefits to keeping your eyes nice and healthy. You won't feel that strain at the end of the day, and you'll go to sleep like a baby at the end of the day, and that's the best part. You won't feel tired at all. Definitely check out 𝗪𝗓𝗠𝗔𝗠𝗪. Use code TURBO at checkout.